Oh, the doctors arrived. Look at that.
What's going on, guys? Steven here with Performance Nut Butter, and today I have another incredible keto recipe for you guys. We're gonna be making chocolate cacao lava cake. It is delicious. Stick around. For the first half of this recipe, you'll need 2 teaspoons of coconut flour, 2 tablespoons of erythritol, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, so to kick this off, we're gonna start to mix together some of our dry ingredients. So we're gonna throw in our coconut flour, and then we're gonna add in our erythritol, followed by our cocoa powder, and lastly, our baking powder. So right now I'm just mixing together our dry ingredients. I'm just using a fork. You can use a whisk if you want, but a fork does the job. Okay, that's perfect. We're gonna add this into another bowl because we're gonna use this bigger bowl for our wet ingredients now. For the second half of this recipe, you'll need 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 ounce of baker's chocolate, 1 tablespoon of cream, and 1 large egg. Okay, next up is our wet ingredients. So we're gonna start off with our butter, and then we're gonna add in our baker's chocolate. And what you're gonna wanna do with this is pop this into the microwave for about 30 to 45 seconds. And we're gonna do that right now. Ah, perfect. Okay, so now that you have your butter and your chocolate all melted up, what you're gonna wanna do is start to whisk it a little bit, just to give it a consistency. You're gonna wanna add in your cream, followed by your large egg. And you're actually gonna wanna mix this up quickly because if you don't, the chocolate is so warm it'll actually cook the egg and you'll have scrambled eggs. Okay, now that we've finished mixing our wet ingredients, let's add in our dry. We're gonna do half of the dry ingredients to start, and you're gonna wanna mix that up, and then go ahead and add in your second half, just like that, and continue to mix. Okay, so let's talk about how we're gonna get the cacao nut butter inside the chocolate cake. And that's essentially what's gonna make it a lava cake, when you cut into the cake and you see it oozing out like that. So what we did was, we got a cookie cutter just like this, and we put a little parchment paper on the bottom of it, poured in the cacao nut butter, smoothed it off so it kind of looks like a disc, and then popped that into the freezer for about 2 to 3 hours. And now we're gonna check on that disc right now. All right, so this is basically what you get right here. So you can see we put it on a little bit of paper, just like this, and now it's basically a hockey puck at this point. So what you're gonna wanna do is pop this out. So if you just grip it like this, your body heat will actually heat the outside of it, and then it'll slide out just like this. See? There you go. So now we're gonna add our batter into our pan. Before I do that, I'm gonna add a little bit of spray. And then we're gonna start off with the first half of this batter. And you basically just wanna make sure the bottom has a solid base to it. And then once you have your base settled in, you're gonna wanna go ahead and you're gonna wanna add in your disc. And then take the rest of your batter and add it right over top, just like this. Okay, so now you're ready to cook your cake. What you're gonna wanna do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and you're gonna wanna cook it anywhere from 13 to 15 minutes. If you overcook this cake, it will ruin the entire aesthetic of the lava cake. It's gonna be hard on the inside, and what you want is it to be softer on the inside, a little bit of movement in the middle, and make sure it's cooked and it's solid on the outside. So, time travel.
Oh, the doctors arrived. Look at that.
All right, let's see if we can pop this sucker open. Now it's gonna be very hot, so be careful. Oh yeah, look at this. Perfection. I'm gonna take my fork and I'm gonna try and cut this open right now. You ready for this? Oh my gosh. Look at all that keto love just oozing on out. Look at that lava cake just flowing. Oh my gosh, if you could smell this, look at that. Look at that. I have died and gone to keto heaven. Now, if you guys want a free sample of the cacao nut butter that I used in the center of this lava cake, check out this video right here. That is gonna do it for this recipe, but I'll see you guys in the next one.